I can't wait anymore. I'm not a patient girl. When will you come through that door? I wanna see you right now. You always ask me to stay here. Did you ever believe that I could? I just want you to be near. I wanna stay with you for good. I can't wait here all day long, so I'm gonna pack my things and go. So you know, I'm gonna meet you halfway there, and I don't really give a care if you say whether if it's really okay, 'cause I'm gonna go anyway. Meet you halfway there, because there are so many things I want to say to you, eye to eye, face to face. I'm tired of watching the grass grow. It's getting really boring now, just watching the paint dry. I feel like I'm gonna explode. I can't wait here all day long, so I'm gonna pack my things and go. So you know, I'm gonna meet you halfway there. I have so much to share. By the way, there's so much I want to say. I just can't hold it in, okay? Meet you halfway there. I just want to hear you say I love you. You halfway there, and I don't really give a care if you say whether if it's really okay, 'cause I'm gonna go anyway. Hi! It's your magical girl virtual streamer, Dallie! Hi guys! Hello! Hopefully this sounds okay. I missed you guys last week! I couldn't play last week because my internet went poopy. It went very, very poopy. Which happens, it happens. You know, can't. Part of it, I live in an area that is not new. So the internet here is not the best. Unfortunately, it's the only option I have, so it's not like I can shop around and find someone better. There is no one better at the moment, but hopefully maybe in the future they'll change that and we can have fiber. I wish. I had fiber before and I miss it. I miss it so. But yeah, sometimes the internet just craps out completely and there's nothing I can do about it. But today it seems fine. It doesn't happen too often, thankfully, but it does happen. Enough to make me go, gah! So, but today I double checked before I made the announcement. So we can continue. We can continue the soul of sovereignty, which I never feel like I'm writing correctly. I always I would go sovereign, and then I add an H, and then I delete the H, and then and it never looks right. But I'm pretty sure it is correct, despite I have dust on my screen. There, that was bad. I wiped the dust and it went everywhere. Anyway, warming up my voice a little bit. Because we have a lot of weeding to do. So, can I recap? I don't know. Our beloved clowns go to Aircrest for their next sovereignty challenge, whatever it's called. And they meet Tutu, who is a cute little alligator. Oh, interesting. Alligator. Yes, she's a gator, I think. A fun fact. This week, we had a discussion about alligators versus crocodiles. So I looked it up. I looked up the difference between alligators and crocodiles. Crocodiles have, their snouts are more narrow, which is, that one I can never remember, because it's like alligator, crocodile. Like, how much narrow is narrow? Well, crocodiles, both their top and bottom teeth, when their mouths are closed, their teeth are visible outside their mouths, their lips. Do they have lips? Whatever that mouth area. So their snouts are narrower, which makes their teeth stick out. Whereas alligators, you only see the bottom teeth, I believe, because their mouths are wider. So their mouths house all the teeth. Maybe that's not scientifically how you should describe that, but that's how I think about it. So wider mouth, showing less teeth. Yes. And that's alligators. So I will now, as a dweller of the swamp, will try to remember that. Not that it matters. Doesn't matter too much. Outside of swampland. I just thought that was an interesting tidbit that you would all like to know. Tutu doesn't have Tutu's teeth. Only show on the bottom, probably. Anyway, so let's let's start, I guess. Enough stalling. Oop, nope, not start. It's load. Hold on. Oh, I messed up. Oh, what did I hit? I accidentally hit something. Okay. Can I escape? Yes. Load. Let's load. Yes. Let's load. Okay. Is man the tested? Well, I wasn't going to lug Loik upstairs by myself. Tutu Princess carries him the whole way. For all the blubbering, she's as strong as she looks. That barrier in the antechamber is gone, so we head back to the entrance, past the king's statue. I always have to remind myself to go a little bit slower, because my instinct is to start reading really fast, and then I start messing up more. So, slow down. But the tunnel that brought us inside the cave, but the tunnel that brought us inside is caved in. Guess the chimera hit its head on the ceiling a little too hard. So we doubled back, taking a path around the back of the monument. There's a small courtyard overlooking the underground. A building across the river catches my eye, but Tutu's stamina runs out and I'm not about to carry her. Camp it is. I make a light for the empty fire pit in the courtyard and Tutu scrambles over. Oh! It's not warm at all. You're a lizard. What do you need? What do you need with warmth? They're cold-blooded. They need the warmth, but okay. My lady? Where did you and my lord come from? The only place there is to come from. Where is that? Oh, God. Listen, I get that you've been sleeping under a rock for however long. But if you want an explanation of everything you missed, you're asking the wrong person. Until teacher wakes up, this is your one, okay? Okay. Basically, after you went to sleep, poison rained down from the sky and everything died. What? The only safe shelter was a big tower called the Mosaic, and that's where we all ended up. The Mosaic? Where is it? Not far. Then again, you're always on its doorstep no matter where you go. And what is it like there? Oh, paradise. Oh,
Oh, how wonderful! I'd like to see it.
We need to teach you sarcasm. I take it you didn't know the builder in your time.
Huh?
As in, the one who built the mosaic. It's God. Everything there revolves around him and his vision. Anything he doesn't like, his fanatics beat into submission one way or another.
That sounds scary. But we're outside the mosaic now, aren't we? So isn't it safe for people to leave?
And go where? The mosaic has everything. Power, water, convenience. Who's going to leave that behind for this? And once you get far enough out, there's nothing but wasteland, monster country. Whatever world you came from, whatever you're expecting when we get out of this cave, it doesn't exist anymore. So get used to it early. The last thing I need is another meltdown when you finally see it for yourself.
I don't know what to say.
Conversation over then. Good night.
She's so mean!
When morning comes, Tutu the Awakened.
Oh, back to Tutu. I don't remember how I talked to her very much, so I'm going to do this voice now because it was a little easier than what I was doing before. When morning comes, it's still mostly dark. A little sunlight falls through the cave ceiling, but it isn't enough to warm my skin. My lady is in the same spot. She looks like she never even went to bed. And my lord stays asleep even longer than me.
Did I say bottom teeth? Top teeth. Just the top one row of teeth can be seen.
She's a gator. My lady?
What?
Aren't you hungry? I don't want to say it, but I haven't eaten anything since before we met. Instead of answering, my lady tosses something at me. It's a thing of meat. Oh! Ow! Thank you so much! When I try to take a bite, it shatters.
Didn't hit the spot?
I know! There might be fish in the river. I'll catch some. Please wait here, my lady. I'll bring some for you too.
Don't bother. Oh well. Oh man. There's probably no fish in the river, is there?
I run down to the river as fast as I can. Just as I was hoping, it's full of fish. There's one splashing right near the shore, and I could probably just grab it. Or maybe I should try going out further into the water? What should Tutu do?
Oh, I don't like choices. I thought this was linear. What do you think, Nakarada? Actually, I think the closest might be better. Like, if she goes into the water and it's full of monster fish, at least if she gets the closest one, it's like not going out too far, right? Mayhaps. Catch the closest one.
Tutu makes a terrible splash and scares the fish away. Aww. Maybe that was just the wrong approach. Let's try wading into the river. Tutu makes a terrible splash and scares the fish away. I should try to be a little less clumsy. And now that I think of it, I should be letting the fish come to me, right?
Ooh, carefully take position in the water.
Tutu makes a terrible splash and scares the fish away. Dagnabbit, Tutu! Try again. Tutu makes a terrible splash and scares the fish away. Is this not what you expected?
Changes. What part of you is still an alligator, Tutu? Does that twisted, lumbering body of yours recall how to swim? Does that sniveling voice draw in prey?
Stop.
My lord, my lady, like a fool, and you still grasp at what you were.
Stop, please. And I think that about does it. Beautiful work.
I don't know who's talking. Oh, Naomi, maybe? Nope, this looks like the flower shop. In the mid-afternoon of a false winter, the mosaic sun had slowly begun to dim. The messenger had closed early that day.
Aha, it is like I guessed correctly.
After seeing us through to the quiet end of a grueling holiday season, Samson was out on a well-deserved vacation, leaving daily affairs to me and a few part-timers. Nino had just joined us about a month prior, that is, a few years after our first encounter. When what she lacked in experience, she more than made up for in eagerness to learn. Trying her hand at basic arrangement that day, she showed surprising talent. I'd even said to her, "It's almost a shame you're set on a different career."
Come on, me. I couldn't do this stuff.
Don't sell yourself short. You have a keen eye.
Thanks, but I mean, I could never be a normal florist, you know?
Oh, with more training, you'd be anything but. You should see some of the work that passes for normal in NC.
Not what I meant.
Part of the job is indulging me when I make jokes, Nino. If you refuse to do that, you leave me no choice but to send you home for the day. Take care.
Wait, you're gonna clean up alone?
Hardly anything to clean, but I appreciate the thought. While I began sweeping the workroom floor, Nina took her vase of flowers in one arm and made to leave. She offered a, "Well," it followed it with nothing, and continued to linger by the door. This is me when I have to leave someone's house.
Hey, so, boss.
No.
I didn't even ask!
And now I've spared you the trouble.
Well, why not?
For reasons I've already explained to you.
Okay, hear me out. You don't have to teach me everything. Just the basics, then I'll, figure out the rest.
With all the kindness in my heart, Nino, out of the question.
Come on! So maybe it's dangerous, but can it be that dangerous? You're teaching Leah, aren't you?
Lelia is my daughter. Sorry, that was dumb. No. I set the sweeping fully aside and went to her. Please, consider this. You've seen the amount of effort I invest in self-preservation here. Carving out this refuge from the builder's gaze has not been easy. For the time you have left with us, I can continue to protect you. But once you go on to your next adventure, do you believe you'll figure out the rest without endangering yourself? She wore the intense expression with which I'd become all too familiar.
I'm not afraid of the builder.
I know, but that doesn't answer my question.
Man, I don't get you. Look, this will sound rude, but I'm just gonna say it. If I could do what you do, I'd take him on. I'd change the world.
Not rude, Nino, only mistaken. Now please, go home, and let's put this topic behind us.
For now.
Have a good night.
Yeah, see ya, Mr. Ard.
Oh man, this is so sad! Sorry, I have to stop for a minute to be sad. She was still young, and her ambition was no lesser. And as I continued to clean up the shop, reflecting on that conversation, I caught a glimpse of myself in the glass. On days such as that one, just after the sun had gone out and the skylight began to fade, the greenhouse became ideal for meditation. I usually savored a moment or two with my thoughts before setting about the evening's chores in earnest. When Lelia took an interest in magic, I happily offered up that time to her. That evening, once her typical after-school nerves had finally settled, Leia began to focus. She sat in deepening calm, tracing and retracing a path from memory to meaning. At last, peering beyond the veil, she read.
I lost it.
That's all right. What distracted you?
I don't know.
But make the effort. We want to examine our feelings as best we can.
Well, I felt silly. I had the words, but they were corny.
No, Leah. This is the danger of being a writer. Don't worry about sounding impressive, or correct, or even coherent. Saying what begs to be said in the moment. Whatever rises to your lips as the spark within you comes alight. Those words have power, but not without confidence.
Even let her rip?
If that's truly what comes to you. In fact, I think the poet might have beaten you to that one. She forced a laugh. Leah, honey, what else is on your mind?
I keep thinking, what if I'm not any good at this?
Looks like we'll never know. You've shown that you can do it.
You say that.
I mean it. I wouldn't have agreed to teach you otherwise.
But still, whenever you do it, it sounds so much...
So much?
No, never mind.
Examining our feelings, remember?
I know. Maybe that's the problem. I don't really want to do that.
It's often the hardest part. Maybe... Leah, maybe it would help you to keep your motivation in mind.
Huh?
What drove you to apply yourself... What drove you to apply yourself to this in the first place? Before we started, I asked you what you wanted to do with magic. Do you remember your answer?
Sure, make people happy.
Help people, you said. She shifted in her seat. Don't be ashamed. All of us lose sight of our goals sometimes. This is a demanding art. You have the talent, but motivation is just as vital. I only want to make sure you're confident in yours. Okay. I got a message, sorry. She stared long at the topic of our lesson that day, the yellow rose and the dish of water in front of her.
So, what's your motivation?
To protect all that I love. So beautiful.
Dad?
Yes, sweetheart?
I asked what your motivation was. Is it a secret?
What? Finally! I awake in a cold, damp place. Yzma sits nearby, staring at patiently as I gather my senses. Yzma, good morning. Not exactly. I see we're still underground. The tunnel caved in. I've been waiting for you to get up so we can look for a way out. How long have I been asleep? Too long. These blackouts aren't going to become a recurring thing, are they? Not if I can help it. That particular invocation was taxing, to say the least. But I won't bore you. How are you recovering? Recovering? From what? Her face. I understand that the sovereignty has rendered you immortal, in a sense. But the Chimera tore you apart. I can't imagine that was easy on you. Guess I'm made of stronger stuff than you are, then. So long as you're well, nothing more needs to be said. Take care, Yzma. That's all I want. Please, if you want me to take care, you can stop by keeping yourself conscious for a full day. How does that sound? Fair enough. Forgive me. Wait, where's Tutu? She got hungry, ran off to catch a fish a while ago. How long ago? Uh-oh.
Wrong. It's wrong. It's unforgivable. I shouldn't be like this. I grab at my own face. I want to claw it off.
Then do it! Atone! If you want so badly to quiet my voice, then rid the world of us both.
No, I can't. Please. Nami!
Oh, Tutu, come here, come here. Oh, come to me. In my embrace, be at peace. You are loved. You belong just as you are.
Nami?
No, Tutu, it's only me.
I'm sorry. I said I would be brave.
And you have. No need to apologize.
I remembered something. Nami rescued some of us. The ones she didn't rescue became the Chimera. They attacked and hurt so many people until Nami locked them away underground. But people were still afraid, so they gathered the other animals she'd saved and killed them. Nami hid me and we escaped together. She kept me safe. Whenever I remembered the chanter's voice, she would talk to me and make it go away. Like you do.
Your friend cared very much about me, Tutu. She sounds like a tremendous person. I can't presume to fill her shoes, but whenever that voice troubles you, please do come to me.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
None of that. Now let's catch a fish. I hope nothing happens to Tutu. I have the bad feeling that something is going to happen to her, though. I don't want it.
He says something quiet at the edge of the river. He asks the water, and it He asks the water, and all it carries to be still. The fish don't scare when he steps in. They don't struggle when he picks them up and tosses them to me on the shore. At camp, he takes out a notebook, and from that, a little red flower. He says a few more words over it, not quite a prayer.
Your hand ignites the horizon, but go easy on us. A touch will do.
A great blaze of fire roars up to answer him. 1 second, I think it might leap out of the pit and burn him up, but it dies down quickly. It's warm and nice. Only after we've been watching the fish cook for a few minutes do I work up the courage to ask. How do you do it?
Well, without a kitchen, there's not much to it than leaving them over the fire. Are you sure you don't want yours to stay raw, Tutu?
I'm sure. But, I was asking about the mystery.
The what? She means the magic I practice. It's a classical term. Of course it is. Did your friend not teach you about the flower reading, Tutu?
Maybe. I still don't really remember. I must have watched her use it, but I don't understand. Can you really make fire like that whenever you want?
With the aid of a policia, yes. Although I'll admit my supply of them is dwindling. I only have one left. The one you're wearing. The Ren Red, I meant. They take an awful lot less coaxing to ignite than the gold. And you wasted one to cook fish. Oh, I wouldn't call it a waste when it's created this nice moment we're enjoying together. I love this sad dad. He's just too good. Don't make me throw those fish back in the river.
What is that, Policia?
Oh, right. You would have called them something else. Well, it's a flower which means fire. I'm sure you know already that every flower has a meaning.
Yes, but why?
That's an excellent question. Tutu, do you remember what I told you earlier? That language originally wasn't meant for us humans either?
son, it was very nice of you to say, but...
It's the truth. In fact, it's a basic principle of the art. It's said that we were created in the image of the first gods, the divinities. In the beginning, we were mindless instruments by which they regulated creation. Magic dwelled within us, but it wasn't ours to use. One of the divinities, Fayum, took pity on us. They revealed to us the language of the gods, which sparked our great awakening. Empowered with free will, we began using magic to manifest our desires. This, needless to say, gave our creators a scare. The divinities saw that this change was irreversible, but it could at least be suppressed. And so, working quickly, they cast their language beneath a confounding veil.
Oh, so... I still don't understand.
That's just fine. Much of the theory doesn't exactly lend itself to explanation. The simplest answer to your question is this. Flower language only exists as a means to confuse us, a great mystery entirely by design. My nose is so itchy! Marie needs one, okay. To look beyond the veil, as we put it, is to claw and scrape for something hidden from us, something divine.
So it really wasn't meant for you. The gods tried to take it away.
And here we are regardless. Call it the strength or arrogance of the human spirit. Would you like me to teach you the basics?
What? I couldn't! I'm not worthy!
If you were listening to the story I just told you.
But I'm really not. It's not for me to understand, my lord.
Please, let's not start with that again. We're friends. Loic will do fine.
Loic.
And this is only a stray thought, but from what you've told us, Mimi was a master. Perhaps learning about her art will rekindle more memories of her.
That would be nice.
Your fish are burning. Oh, so they are. We'll continue this later, Tutu. Oh, I'm sorry. He's just such a good... Okay, I'm done. I'm back to doing it.
Lady Isma eats one bite of her fish before throwing it away, so I end up getting two. Which is nice, but...
Alright, enough. Let's move.
Already?
We've been in this cave a day too long already. If the voice won't bother to give me my next trial, we might as well work on finding a way out. Your trial and error quest is not ended, Exalted. What the hell? Don't tell me all I had to do was call.
Light floods the cave. I wish it were the sun's, but it feels so cold and strange. The voice that speaks out is even stranger.
Greetings, Exalted, and Witness. No, go back to what you just said. My trial's not done. We handled the Chimera, that wasn't it? Your Witness has performed admirably in your name. His triumph is yours. However, you did not demonstrate your readiness to rule. You have neither passed nor failed the trial as it was presented to you. What? And who's deciding whether or not I'm fit to rule? That is my role. Oh, well, you're such a good judge of character, you put the fucking builder in charge. So please enlighten me. What am I missing? What did he have that I don't? A worthy sovereign has rallied the world to their vision. They are adored more than any other. Their rule is inevitable. You have not risen to the builder's height. Her face. Though your Witness is powerful and firmly devoted, he is only one soul. He alone will not see you to victory. And I take it we're not counting the lizard.
I can't make out anyone in the light, but I feel eyes on me.
Man has judged you worthy of enlightenment. Thus I address you again.
You mean me?
You stand as witness to the chanter, yet you now follow a new exalted. Your existing pledge may be nullified only by your death. Do you understand this?
You're the one who brought him back to life. You told us to pray, but we didn't know what any of it meant. Who are you? What did you do?
I am the voice of the sovereignty. I guard the power to recreate this world. I seek a worthy sovereign whose vision may lead mankind to prosperity. This is my purpose.
Recreate the world?
I was beckoned from my realm by the chanter's great strength of will and your great sorrow upon his death. By your devotion, he overcame the first trial. He undertook no others.
But we didn't want him to be a god. We just wanted him to live. And he hated us. He cursed us. He... This
seems like a problem. Stay with us, Tutu. Everything's all right. Failed at every turn.
Suddenly, the voice is less strange, less empty. It doesn't make any sense, but I almost feel like I've heard it somewhere else.
Very little is my power to aid you. I cannot nullify your vow to him. But you have made no pledge to this woman. If you do not accept her vision, you need not remain by her side. Honestly, good riddance. As far as followers go, you're more trouble than you're worth.
But Loik is with you, so you must be a good person.
Tutu, listen to me. I want you to think very carefully about this decision.
But I don't need to. I want to stay with you, no matter what. And Lady Isma is really nice, actually.
Oh, well, let's not overdo it. What do you know? Looks like I've got a growing fan club after all. I'd say I've demonstrated my readiness to rule, wouldn't you? If you have truly won her devotion, Exalted, then keep it. What? You have offered her as proof of your worth. Now keep her at your side, or the path to your sovereignty will narrow. Are you joking? It is decreed. Seek the guidance of Fayum. Go in triumph, Exalted. Wait, please. One more thing. Speak freely, witness. Another person must have come before you, through the temple as Isma and I did. A young woman named Nino. We're gonna pause for 1 minute. I'm gonna drink some water, and we're gonna go do a 1 minute ad break. Just because I don't want to get interrupted, and this seems like... I'll take a really quick minute.
See you soon.
Oh my goodness. So who is this, the voice of the sovereignty? Wow. I'm not sure how to voice them. This is fun though. I had thought to use reverb to talk for them, but then it like gets annoying to turn it on and off constantly. You know. Like I'm not really sure what their deal is, so it's a little hard to like imagine what kind of voice they would have. Yeah. Excuse me, I burp because I drink water. Alright. And we're back. We're talking to the sovereignty. Another person must have come before you, through the temple, as Isma and I did. A young woman named Nino. I mentored her for a while. I expected her to be in the mosaic, but somehow I'd just like to know that she's safe. Please. Please. Indeed, this person entered my realm. She did. Then she has died. No. No. Willing yet unworthy, without the faith of a witness, she approached the sovereignty. She initiated the first trial and failed. Sorry, somebody was walking by. Her soul has departed. It is a great shame. By your leave, witness.
But he doesn't say anything. Only sits there with his head in his hand. Isma has to break the silence.
Just go. Until next we meet, Exalted.
The light fades away. Like...
A part of me already feared the worst, but... What was she doing there? What could have happened? She was so young. She had... Oh. He weeps.
I don't know what to do. I want to cry too, but it doesn't feel right. I turn to Lady Isma, panicking a little, but she's not looking our way at all.
So, about this next trial.
Blake lifts his head very slowly.
What? Think of that girl as another favor for when I'm sovereign? The sooner we get... what? Think of that girl as another favor for when I'm sovereign. The sooner we get there, the better for everyone. Do you feel nothing? Yup. I don't believe it, Isma. Beneath all this posturing, I don't believe you're truly so callous. Surprise, you're in denial, and it's starting to get old. How's this for callous? Forget about her. No. What have you done? Oh shit, that actually works? Isma, what have you taken from me? Something that would have made you get annoying. No, something that would have made you annoying. Now get over it.
My lady, that's too much!
Don't start, or you'll make him forget you, or I'll make him forget you next. You need to get whatever ideas you have about me out of your head. I'm not doing this out of the goodness of my heart. I'm not on some righteous mission to fix all the builder's mistakes. I'm making the world I want. I don't have time to sit and cry over this one.
Blake hasn't moved. He's still hunched over, clutching his head. But then he sits up right away, with a little breath, like I've woken him suddenly.
Oh, Tutu.
And he puts a hand on my arm to soothe me.
What's wrong? Are you alright?
I'm fine. But what about you?
He looks surprised that I would ask.
He looks surprised that I would ask.
Me? I've rested plenty. If you and Isma are ready, then please don't hold up on my account.
He takes another breath and stands up.
Now, that building across the river is most likely a temple. If the voice wants us to seek fame's wisdom, I see no better place to start. Shall we?
The tears on his face haven't even dried, but he smiles for me, the same as always. He smiles for Lady Isma too, but she doesn't look at him again for a long time.
That's the regret! Okay, sorry. I'm normal. I don't know if I can do this. Oh my god. Okay.
Hey, how was what was it called? Messenger? No good. I mean, the guy was nice. He gave me these for free. Here. Oh, thanks.
But he wasn't the sage. Didn't know a thing about the temple.
What about the magic?
Just love letters. None of the big stuff I told you about. Man, back to square one.
Vel?
Hey! Are you crying? What's wrong? In that moment, it was so clear. And then I got too used to you. My SV is gone. Not that it was mine anymore anyway. The mosaic rises high up beyond the cliffs. Wherever I am, it's not far from home. But nothing's waiting for me there. Not the shield, who would arrest me. Not my family, who would kill me. Not you. I don't want to think of what I'd do if the builder smiled at me now. Wind fills the canyon. Real wind. The kind that lives and breathes. But it doesn't pass through. It lingers, moving around me. I shut my eyes without thinking, and I feel wrapped up in it. But if the wind could have saved me, it would have then. Why now? It would have then. Why now? So I open my eyes and I reach for my bag. After digging around inside for a few seconds, I pull out what I'm looking for. My standard issue construct printer, a chunky device that just barely small enough to fit in one hand. I've only used this thing once or twice. Thank God I bothered to charge it before I left my station. It has 3 designs stored: emergency weapon, uniform, and vehicle. I set it to the last and confirm. The little device whirs and slowly turns out a slip of paper bearing the printed design. An air cycle rendered in impossible detail. Or not impossible. If I could tackle any part of this process by hand, it would be the drawing. I might even manage a decent replica, with reference, even if it wouldn't run. Anyway, the drawing's done, and now comes the really impossible part. My eyes glaze over watching the device print 1,000 tiny symbols I'd need a magnifying glass to read. Dimensions, elemental composition and processing, everything that would make the construct usable, solved with flawless precision. I actually had a good handle on artisan formulas in school, but this kind of complexity just isn't practical for anything but a machine. Teachers like to say it's how he keeps us from getting carried away. The device beeps a few times before I click it off. I tear away the finished printout and kneel to set it on the ground. It's like a receipt. From his bounty, I'd be expected to say if anyone were watching. But it's not like the words do it. The sign does, so I follow my hands into place. A triangle to the center of the printed slip in my vision. And focus. Something ignites behind my eyes, flooding everything in white. And then I'm looking at a new cycle. It crackles a bit like they usually do. I know a machine-printed construct isn't going to last, but I won't need it long. If that woman survived, I have to believe you did too. And even if she won't tell me, Mr. Ard must. If he saved your life once, why can't he do it again? To be continued. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry! Oh. up! Dag nabbit. Dag nabbit. Let's look at the glossary. Man. Dag nabbit. I'm so sad now. These ones are from the last one. Let's look at some of the new ones. Hay feather, sleep. A species of grass believed to be native to the far continent. Even without the feathery flowers to which it owes its common name, it makes a beautiful ornamental in every season. From the readings of Kesserat, she cradles me in sunlight's warmth and drapes the cool of night over my eyes. Likes commentary. Anyone thrown suddenly from wakefulness into the depths of slumber would naturally find it distressing, but easing the descent takes more time and subtlety than an urgent situation allows. However, I don't like reading hay feather this way, but years of practice with it as an aid for insomnia have made it my most immediate option for self-defense.
Jasmine.
Outland jasmine. Pleasant dreams. A deciduous shrub bearing star-shaped flowers. Prized for both fragrance and medicine, it was widely cultivated not only within Askend, but throughout the pre-Mosaic world. From the readings of Kesserat, in the refuge of my heart I sit unveiled, gazing still on words sublime. According to legend, jasmine was first brought into Askend by a lord who stole it from the neighboring land of Ehai. In retaliation, the Ehai raised their voices against him, cursing him with terrible nightmares. Fame supposedly saved him by revealing the flower's meaning as he slept, and so on. Frankly, I'm not sure how much stock I put in the story, but I do find it revealing. Flowers from all over the world were gathered within Askend at the height of its power. It's not impossible to guess how the monarchy managed that. Poppy is Ayabilis Poppy? Ayabilis Poppy? Misplaced memory. The annual wildflower with bright scarlet blooms. Its seeds can lie dormant in soil for many years, only germinating when disturbed. The path behind has vanished. Here is my home, in white blankets for my rest. Of the many flowers tied to forgetfulness, this one is quite benign, which made it a reliable safeguard back at the shop. Its effects is nearly imperceptible when read carefully, as the mind dreams up new explanations for the blanketed truth. Still, as with all flowers of its nature, it's extremely elusive in meditation. Oh, I can't believe it! I can't believe it! Oh my god. You know what? You know what? You know what this is? Hi, Valkyrie! We finished the chapter. I finished it. You know what it made me think of? Fucking Code Geass. When Lucia's freaking Geass gets permanent, because it uses it too daggone much, because Cece told him not to do it, he did it anyway, and tagged out. That's what it made me think of. Anyway. Hi, how you doing? Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. I'm only a little sad. I'm only a little hit in the feels. Just a little bit. I knew it was coming. You know, frankly, at least Tutu's okay. Comforting. Oh, this is lavender. We're looking at the meanings of the flowers within the story. These are kind of made up meanings within the world, so it's very interesting. Lavender, comforting peace. A strongly aromatic. My watch thinks I'm walking. A strongly aromatic flower known for its mellow purple hue, therapeutic properties, and varied culinary uses. The tower-centered garden's lavender field draws tens of thousands of visitors every blooming season. Here grief meets rest. Here wrath finds ease. In the solace of your arms, I know peace beyond knowing. Aw, that sounds kind of romantic. Each meaning holds endless depth and theory, making mastery an impossible claim. Still, I can confidently say I've spent the most time in meditation with lavender. Its meaning comes easily enough to me now that the small individual flowers suffice for all but the grandest implications I can manage. There is a notable disparity in meaning between wild lavender and the cultivated variety you'd see at Tower Center. I find the latter's piece less a comfort and more an imposition. There are many worse cases of meanings destroyed by mundane cultivation, but I'm a bit more particular about this one. Makes sense, makes sense. Sword of Ericist. Ericist. I keep saying Ericist, like I'm going to add another R, but it's Ericist. Meaning stone-cleaving force. Oh, nice. A highly specialized gladiolus hybrid cultivated in the ancient capital of Askend. Compared to the wild sword lily, it is smaller and more delicate, though still impressively resistant to cold. From the readings of Kesserat, you cleave all from nothing, life from lifeless stone. This reading is from the wild sword lily. The sword of Ericist would have been perfected long after Kesserat's time. Okay, so it's like descended from the lily. How well, thank you for the head pats. I will take the comfort. Unlike its wild ancestors, which carved out the foundations of Ericist, the iconic sword was selected as a fire tool. The masters of old surely handled it with a delicate touch, but I've never been much of a sculptor. And here we have the wild pansy. I love her impressionistic, like, flower paintings. They're very, like, minimalistic, but still you get the full depth of it, I guess. I don't know how to... Gigi's art is very nice. It's a little understated, but like, it doesn't need to be more than that, you know? It's like an unfinished, but like intentionally unfinished, kind of impressionist, sketchy feel. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. The meaning of the tricolor violet, or the wild pansy: unrequited love or rejection. Ah, yes. A now common wildflower, once fiercely protected within Askend. It is the progenitor of the garden pansy, a wildly beloved ornamental flower of countless varieties. From the readings of Kesserat, the mist-draped mountain smiles, warm, lush green. I cannot see. I confess that my difficulty with pansies extends even here. In my limited meditations on this supposedly pure meaning, I've glimpsed that which must have caught the eyes of ancient conquerors. In the sea of hopeless love, a pinprick of shame. I don't like to dwell on it. Huh. In the sea of hopeless love, a pinprick of shame. I like that, yeah. For unrequited love. I have a lot of characters. I play a lot of TTRPGs, not a lot of, I play a couple of TTRPGs, but a recurring theme with my characters tends to be unrequited love, and I think that that's pretty on point. Yeah. I don't know, it's just something about it. Witch gaze pansy, meaning contempt. A particular variety of garden pansy recognizable by its stark coloration. Once prized in Askend for its uniquely potent meaning, it has since faded into obscurity. Our voice brings the crowned head low. Our name scalds the lofty tongue, and looses the babbling of children. In the original Askendi, Kesserat utilizes a pronoun assuming unity with Thayan. Yet scattered writings tell of a sect which rejected man-made hybrids outright, calling them a corruption of the divine gift. Only flowers as discovered in the wild were of Thayan, they claimed. All others were poison to the soul. I sometimes wonder if they had the right idea. Interesting. And the monument orchid. I can speak. I know how to read. Refuge in rest. Ah, yes, okay. A flower discovered growing on the roots of a tree beneath King Ceres' monument. It is completely unknown within the mosaic. It was found in Aircrest. Aircrest. We found it in Aircrest, so they've never seen it in the thing. In the mosaic. Even considering the circumstances, I do wish I could have avoided exhausting all of the remaining flowers. The vines may linger, but I don't believe they survived underground this long by natural means. They'll likely never flower again. When teaching my daughter magic, I sometimes remind her not to think of like a florist. I may need to remind myself. They're so blue, like they're kind of white, but they're like blue. Like cerulean. Maybe cerulean. That's sky. Sky blue. Policia. These are the ones from the first chapter. I guess we could read them too. It's only been an hour. Oh man, I'm so sad. That was really... That was a lot. Ismay is so mean. Well, she didn't mean to do it, but she did mean to. She didn't mean to do it, but she didn't. She doubled down. She doubles down. She doubled down. She doubled down. Yes. Policia is fire. A perennial popular in mosaic for its vivid, hardy flowers. Historically loved by a queen of the pre-mosaic nation of Pals, for which it was given its modern name. From Kesserat, given unto us a single ember, a blinding spark to open the dawn. The Policia is a textbook example of how meanings tend to shift with color. Flowers run the gamut between gold and deep red, the former conveying feeling of warmth and comfort, while the latter evokes the power of wild, destructive flame. Dandelion, common dandelion. Mundanity. A perennial herb with sunny yellow flowers. Though generally considered a weed, the common dandelion possesses significant medicinal and culinary value. From the readings of Kesserat, world without wit, wind without breath, feather among the flock. It's somewhat rare for Phaimic readings to align with the popular perception of a flower, as in this case. Really, the dandelion is anything but mundane, but I'll admit that the shift in reputation makes it a bit easier to work with. Askand Rose, the yellow rose. Physical mending, but that which is broken set right. An ancient cultivar selected this for its purity of meaning, distinguishing it from the vast majority of modern garden roses. Its resistance to cold made it attractive to the early settlers of Tarn. I am brought under, brought within. I am made and remade. Lex commentary. It's something of a miracle that Askand Rose has endured this long, let alone managed to gain some popularity within the mosaic. It is frequently mistaken for the Tower Rose, another common hybrid with which it shares some ancestry, but I find that the disparity in nuance between their meanings is minor enough to work around. Okay. The Sun Rose, meaning Tanim, the divine aspect of truth. A flowering shrub with succulent leaves that deep magenta flowers that look like red. Due to the sun rose's low tolerance for cold, ancient horticulturists employed magic to help it thrive in the harsh winters of Askand. Where you walk, sight of Phaim, let truth not hide. It would be reasonable to assume that the sun rose also represents the virtue of truth itself, but divorced from its religious context, it has no power at all. Some take this as undeniable proof of the existence of the aspects, but I think the reality is a bit more complicated than that. Let me take some water. Dawn's eye. It kind of looks like an eye with the white and the blue in the middle. Light breaking through darkness after a storm. Sometimes written Dawn's Eye as one word. An annual herb with brilliant white flowers. The ring of blue ray florists. The ring of blue ray florets at its center is its most eye-catching feature. Her gilded hands tear down the veil and end at last my wandering. An urban legend claims that the dawn's eye radiates faint light in total darkness, though only when a single person is near to see it. Most consider this nonsense, but I've heard from a few who swear by it. I think it's fascinating, a flash of perception perhaps, proof of the latent potential for flower reading that all of us possess. Maybe. Who's to say? I'm still sad. And the last one, Cloud Sage. This is the one that she changed. Return to a place remembered. A perennial herb. I swear I can talk. A perennial herb native to the plains south of Airkest. In the summer months, its fragrant flowers attract a wide variety of pollinators. Matter yield to memory, that two may dwell as one. Memory is a powerful... Okay, to return to a place remembered. Memory is a powerful thing. In many ways, we are what we remember. Through this particular lens, this is we are what we remember. This is the plot of Kamen Rider Den-O. Through this particular lens, we are where we remember, and our memory serves as more literal touchstone. When the mosaic first rose, the cloud sage was not among the species preserved within its walls. By some miracle, it survived anyway, becoming a symbol of homecoming to those brought unwillingly under the builder's weight. Yeah. So, yeah, there's not a whole lot other... Oh, that was the glossary. I don't really have anything else. That's kind of the whole thing, the whole second chapter. Oh my god, that messed me up so bad. Well. Cool. Awesome. Just chatting now. How's everyone else doing? That was fun. That was interesting. We got to, yeah, Esme, yeah, you code geassed yourself through that one. I hope that's not too old of a reference. People still like Code Geass, right? That's still a thing, right? I hope. Oh man, it just kind of... Man. You know this? She needs a glossary of the songs. I think she has them up on like somewhere, SoundCloud or Bandcamp or something. Yeah, they're good songs. There's good songs. That's a good story. It's good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I recommend, I'll link it in the description again, but I recommend playing the game for yourself, if you haven't yet. And I will add this to YouTube, and then I might go back and make a seamless edited version of the whole entire game. Maybe. I don't know. I might not have time for that. But, if I feel inclined, I might. I don't know though. Maybe people want it. I'll say. Let me know. Let me know if you want that. Because I don't know. I'm kind of. No. Time is kind of, you know, there. Keeps going. You're getting older every day, and now you're even older, and now you're even older, and now you're even older, as they might be trying. It says This game is great. The first chapter also made me go, like, scream and shout and cry, if I recall. It's just really good. It's the writing is very good, but she did a little oopsie. And no takebacks. Oh my gosh, his face. And he said, "What did you take from me?" Oh my god. Bruh. That was pretty intense. I think she's just yeah. She doesn't want to deal with grief, including the grief of others. But I did like that line where she says, "I'm not here to dwell on the things of this world. I'm making the next one." That's very potent and obvious, and like it makes sense for why she would do something so heinous. Now I understand. I did see some posts, is it on Tumblr or Blue Sky or something, where someone was saying, "But where are the woman's wrongs?" And then they finished the chapter and said, "Ah, I see." Because there's like a, you know, Ismay is not a good person, which is it's fun to let the woman be the evil one, or not evil, but the, you know, morally inept. It's fun, and then you have the super morally one in Loik. Loik is a good dad. Oh man. Nino, why? Oh, Nino. Man, I'm gonna be sad. Also, like, you know, like, how do you say that? Potential lost too early? Like, you know, like, potential of... I don't know how to describe it. Untapped potential or lost potential or, you know, it's just... It's so sad. Oh, Thel, we gotta deal with Thel. Man, I'm just... emotionally devastated by that. Man, this pallid woman can do no wrong. Except she does all of the wrongs. Man, poor Loik. Gotta love a good sad dad, and he's just made even sadder. She took away the thing he was sad about. And man, I think he's having, I don't know, because she's like, "Oh yes, I am such an evil person and I'm not sorry for what I did." And that's probably true. She's probably not sorry. But I think being sorry isn't the same as being guilty. I don't think she regrets it. Because like she said, she's working towards the next world, not this one. So, you know, she wants to continue forward, going forward, not dwelling in the past. Which, you know, her past probably sucked, so there's that. Yeah. Dang. Man, it's early. Maybe I'll go continue sewing. Alrighty guys, I think I will leave it here instead of rambling on forever and ever to myself or to y'all. My sparkle arsenal, my sparklians, sparklemikins, Hidamikins, I don't know. On the Discord server, you guys are called the Sparkle Army. Or Sparkle Arsenal, sorry, because it's through your Your support fuels my fuels me? Or something like that. So Sparkle Arsenal, but I don't know. That never sat well, or like it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't roll off the tongue, you know. Just like my sparkles, Kita Mekians, which sounds silly.
But I'm silly. I'm a silly person. I think. So, wow. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm glad this chapter came out. And Gigi is working on the next one, but who knows when that's gonna happen. And this game dev does take a bit, and they're making it in real time, so you know, we just gotta wait, I guess. It's so good. The world building is very nice, and it's very like thought out and all that, you know. They put a lot of thought into it, and it's nice to see that, you know, in this kind of fantasy setting. I feel like, you know, for a while fantasies got regulated to just isekai, especially within the anime sphere. So whenever I find a story that's not that, because I've seen some isekai and I'm just like, this could have just been a straight up fantasy. Why was there the premise that they had to be from another world, you know? Like, just take that out. I miss old fantasies like, you know, like Slayers. Slayers is one of my favorite animes. So it's hard to find fantasy series that grasp that Final Fantasy, you know, 1 through 9 feeling, or Tales or whatever. But it's nice to see stories like Soul of Sovereignty that kind of have a good grasp on that genre, and like write a fully fantasy story that doesn't rely on the whole isekai trope, isekai setup. Like, it doesn't need it. It's just a different world where things work differently. I like that aspect of it. I like when I can like put the real world aside. Sometimes you need to escape or just like not think about it for a little bit. So having a story like this is really nice. Even if it's not all happy go pukey, it's fine. You know, Tutu is there, and so that's all we need. Yes. I'm worried about Tutu though. I'm worried for Tutu's well-being. Man, that sucked. Oh my god. This is why sarcasm is dangerous. The dangers of sarcasm. There's definitely the dangers of sarcasm and having god powers. Code Geass, I'm telling you, this is just Code Geass all over again. Dag nabbit. My goodness. Okie dokie then. I know I already said that. Okay, that's about it. And it was going to be short. I know. I want to stream more, but I just been busy. And I don't have time for a second stream. I think we're going to go sit and do a little bit of sewing. Which I'm not streaming, but I am trying to, not trying. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to compile a little, oh, I dropped my fidget. I'm attempting to compile a little thing on cosplay. I'm sewing, like a sort of progress how to use. I don't know the word for it because I don't know what it's called. It's like a speed draw, but I'm sewing, so a speed sew. Kind of put it together what I'm doing, you know. So it's coming. I'm making a cloak. It's coming out really nice, but it's got a little ways to go. So I don't know. We'll see how things go. We'll see how it goes. So have a good week, everybody. Don't work too hard. Take it easy. Find some media that blows your mind and makes you have to sit back and go man for a minute. And I'll see you guys next time, I guess. Don't work too hard. Alright? See you guys next time. Yeah. お疲れ様でした。またね。バイバイ。
Thanks for watching.
Let's see if there's anybody's. I think there might be people. Us the ribbon. So let's see who we can raid. Can we raid in? Let me see. Not a lot of people stream on Sundays when I stream. It's part of my problem. So, and I get shy about rating people outside of my community. So, yeah, okay, but yeah, no one's streaming right now, other than, well, okay.
See you next time.